There are several reasons why I decided to buy this blue Volvo wagon. I think that for a car to be interesting, just kind of for a car guy like me, it's got to have a few elements. Number one, I have to be able to buy it, have some fun with it, fix it up, modify it, do something that I find interesting with it, and then eventually sell it without taking a huge loss. I've done this tens and tens of times. I'm not a car dealer, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy who on the weekends likes to tinker with a car, take some pictures, go to meets, really just bask in like the whole car culture vibe. But at the end of the day, I don't want it to cost me a boatload of money because I have bigger, grander plans for my life, like buying a house. So, how did I end up on this thing? I have a soft spot for Volvo Rs for a couple reasons. Number one, they are made in Belgium, same as me. Number two, they are fast Volvos. Fast Volvos are kind of that weird, quirky thing. It's kind of like a sexy librarian. It just kind of catches your attention. I've not ran into a single person who doesn't love these type of cars. When I say fast, they're quicker. They're not fast, right? They're no E46 M3. That comparison, I'm sorry, should have never happened. An E46 M3 is just a different animal, better at everything, but the whole family wagon thing that this car does a lot better. Also, I feel like these have a lot of potential. So what does that mean again? Is that idea that if I buy it, I can start off and then do something with it. So, make it faster, make it handle better, make it ultimately a different entity at the end than what I started with. And this kind of car really fits the bill now. And that is because the 2000s era cars, and there are many of them out there, are in the gutter right now. They're kind of like knocking on Radwood's door. Mark IV GTIs, back to the E46, E46 Tourings, E46 M3s, B5s, B6 Audis, V70rs. And so these cars aren't quite the Instagram kings and queens as some of the earlier cars are right now. For instance, like a Datsun 510 or Mark II GTIs or any of those. But they do have a lot of potential, and parts for these specifically are not that bad to come by because the P2 chassis Volvo is kind of like an IKEA mom bed. You've been in one. Like at some point in your life, you've been in a P2. And these are like the XC70s, XC90s, the V70s, the S60s, this giant platform of Volvos made in the late 90s to mid 2000s-ish. Got a kind of a copy C Control V to everything out there. And that makes finding the simple stuff for this car pretty easy. The motor is really nothing out of the ordinary compared to the regular line of cars. The R model just has a bigger turbo at K24 and slightly different transmission. So finding parts isn't too bad. You need a block or something like that, you can go to a pick and pull and find a block for a couple $100. The potential aspect though is that these are all-wheel drive. These were made in 6-speed manual and they're turboed, and turbo cars are fun. So what other car can fit kind of that bill? Turbo, all-wheel drive, manual wagon.